Hello and welcome back to Animation Rundown. In today's video, we will recap the DC movie, Superman, Man of Tomorrow. Without wasting any time, let's get started. The movie starts with young Clark Kent watching an alien movie at a friend's house. In the movie, an alien scares a woman. Clark's friend laughs it off, but Clark is upset. When his dad, Jonathan, comes to pick him up, he tries to find out why Clark is upset, but Clark doesn't say. Clark feels different and thinks his parents are hiding something about where he came from. Jonathan and Martha, Clark's mom, tell him he came from space as a baby. Clark tries to open a mysterious box from the spaceship to learn more about himself, but he can't. He throws it away, but then it lights up on its own. Years later, Clark is a reporter and also the superhero Superman. His parents are proud but worried about him. At work, Clark reports on a rocket launch by scientist Lex Luthor. Luthor talks about big plans, but another reporter, Lois Lane, shows a recording that suggests Luthor wants to use the rocket to harm people. When the rocket goes off course towards cities, Luthor is arrested. Clark befriends Rudy from Star Labs, who shares details of an ongoing experiment in weapons designed to counteract powers like super speed and strength. Recognizing these as tools to defeat him, Superman's focus shifts when he spots a rocket hurtling their way. Transforming into Superman, he redirects the rocket to space, feeling an unusual surge of power near the sun. Despite the public's praise, Clark becomes wary of a mysterious man in a black suit shadowing him. As Clark contemplates a suitable superhero costume, breaking news reports an unidentified object approaching Earth, detected by Star Labs. Clark, as Superman, confronts the fiery alien Lobo, while the man in black observes. Lobo, an extraterrestrial bounty hunter, identifies Superman as a Kryptonian, his target. Despite Lobo's surprise at Superman's flight and strength, and a bomb that proves ineffective, Lobo's arsenal of weapons suggests he's well prepared for a formidable showdown. Clark, inexperienced in combat, struggled mightily in his confrontation with Lobo, a battle that raged all the way to Star Labs. In the midst of the chaos, Clark's friend Rudy was inadvertently caught up in the destruction. As Lobo unleashed a substance intended to subdue Superman, Clark evaded it. However, unbeknownst to him, this substance merged with Rudy, who was ensnared at the location. As the relentless clash between Superman and Lobo continued, Lobo unveiled a kryptonite ring. Given its devastating effect on Superman's species on Krypton, Lobo surmised it might be Clark's Achilles heel. His assumption was validated when the kryptonite severely weakened Clark, rendering him defenseless. Seizing the moment, Lobo launched a barrage of blows. Just as Lobo was poised to deliver the final blow, an enigmatic alien intervened, introducing himself as Martian Manhunter. Despite showcasing a myriad of powers, including invisibility, Martian Manhunter struggled against Lobo. However, he provided the necessary distraction for Clark. Seizing the moment, Clark soared towards the sun, drawing immense energy from its rays, and returned to the fray with godlike power, swiftly subduing Lobo, who was subsequently apprehended by the police. At the Daily Planet, the boss told his reporters to find out more about the aliens, especially their weak points. At the same time, Rudy, who had been affected by the substance meant for Superman, was quickly taken to the hospital. After a long surgery, he woke up changed and started taking energy from the doctors, leaving them lifeless. Clark went to see his parents after being away for a while. They talk about Clark's worry of telling the world who he really is. His mom, Martha, told him that people will judge him by what he does, not who he is. Later, Clark met a man in a suit who had been following him. He thought the man might be an enemy like Lobo, but the man said he was John, the alien who helped Clark before. John told Clark that he connected with his mind and saw memories from when Clark was a baby on Krypton, including how his parents died and his planet was destroyed. The next day, Clark's adoptive mom, Martha, knowing he wanted a new superhero outfit, gives him a suit she made. It has an S on the front and a red cape. At the same time, Lois Lane tries to talk to Lobo at Star Labs jail, but he's stubborn and doesn't cooperate, making her frustrated. Suddenly, Rudy, looking like a monster, bursts into Star Labs, angry at Lobo for changing him into this creature. As he's about to attack, police show up and shoot at him, but the bullets don't work. Rudy fights back, taking their energy and leaving them dead. He then goes after Lobo's cell and takes its energy. This makes Rudy fall down, but he changes into a creature that looks like a parasite, which lets Lobo get away. Rudy, now looking like a parasite, grows bigger as he takes energy from everything around him in the city. Superman tries to stop him, and John helps too. But Superman notices a problem. When he attacks the parasite, it just gets stronger because it takes in the energy. The creature then starts taking Superman's powers. When John tries to help, he gets hit by a laser and dies, a power the creature got from Superman. After the fight, Superman feels like a regular person and has lost his special powers like flying and shooting lasers. Feeling lost, he talks to Lex Luthor, who's in jail. Superman suggests using Lex's rocket to get close to the sun to get his powers back. Lex laughs and says it's too risky, especially now that Superman is weak. But Lex hints that there might be another way to help Superman get his powers back. Lex shows Superman a video from Star Labs that reveals the parasite creature is actually his friend Rudy. Lex explains that the liquid Lobo used in their fight was made to take in any power it touches. This liquid mixed with Rudy's DNA, turning him into something that always looks for energy to take. To beat this enemy, they need a good plan and to find its weak spot. Suddenly, Lobo walks into the lab. Lex says he now owns Star Labs and Lobo works for him. Lex takes the kryptonite from Lobo, planning to use its power, which can weaken Superman, against the creature. After Lex gives Superman his powers back, Superman faces the creature to distract it. This lets Lobo try to attack it with a kryptonite ring. But their plan doesn't work. The ring doesn't stop the creature. Lobo then tries to blow up the creature with a bomb, but that doesn't work either. After the explosion, Lex takes the kryptonite ring from Lobo, who's now dead, and puts it on a new device. This device works and stops the creature. But then Lex shows his true bad intentions. He attacks Superman, revealing his plan to control both Superman and the creature to rule the world. Just when things look bad for Superman, John shows up, revealing he had tricked everyone into thinking he was dead. The creature, attracted to a group of people on a bridge, moves towards them in a scary way. Superman knows fighting won't work, so he tries to remind the creature that it's really his friend Rudy and talks about Rudy's family. This works, and Rudy remembers who he is. He sees his family in the crowd and goes to them, but the people are scared and angry. Suddenly, the Star Labs machine is about to explode. Superman, now weak, tries to stop it. Rudy steps in and takes in all the machine's energy, turning into stone and dying. The people watching realize Rudy was a good person, but it's too late. The next morning, everything is calm. Superman and John meet Lobo, who is still alive because he can't die. Lobo says goodbye and leaves for space adventures. John also leaves Earth to find others like him, but Superman stays ready to protect Earth. He goes back to his normal life, and the movie ends here. With this, we come to the end of this video. If you liked it, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to our channel so that you do not miss another amazing recap video. We will see you in the next one.